So everybody talking about the, Will Smith slap. It's going all over the internet and also throughout the world. Now, Will Smith's mom has came out and she had weighed in on what her son, had done at that night on the Academy Awards. But I want y'all to listen to this.
Even Will's mother admits she was surprised.
He is a very even people person, and that's the first time I've ever seen him go off. The first time in his lifetime.
Yeah. It surprised
Yes,
you too?
yes, it did. It did. As I said, I've never seen him do that.
So as you heard, Will's mom said that she has never seen him go off like that in his life. That was shocking for her. So what made him actually do that? Now, there's a lot of conversations going on about he shouldn't have done that because Jada is an honorable, as I predicted. You had a lot of videos saying that he was a simp, and I'm definitely going to address that because I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming. Like, I know the sun is going to come up in the morning, and even, I think I had somebody in the comment section that even told me that, well, I'm married. I say he's a simp, but I'll get to that. But Will, there was a clip that came out about Will that said, in which I thought that was very interesting that he said that. And I think that is something very wrong with him. Well, he said that his self-esteem a lot of times is attached to, the woman that he's with, AKA his wife, Jada. That's not a good thing because it kind of shows you're not your own man in a lot of ways, just like it's not good for a woman's complete self-esteem to be attached to a man because, men go through things, women go through things. And you're supposed to be, definitely your own person, regardless, even though you are in a marriage. Now, the Jada is an honorable comment. I know exactly where that comes from. And if you go back to when she had, her cheating, her public embarrassment of Will, it was humiliating for Will that your wife is going to go lay down with your son's friend. Forget the fact that he's August Alsina. It is your son's friend. Now, what it would look like if Will would have went and laid down with his daughter's friend, a young girl, and he's clearly older. Will Smith would have been raked over the coals for that. Everybody would have been making videos about Will Smith. Like, what's wrong with him? He's shameful. Is he has some sort of pedo vibes, or he was waiting for her to turn 18? What's going on? People had all kind of conversations like that. We all know this. We know this, ladies and gentlemen. We know this. But Jada was allowed to try to clean up, her filth, because that's what it was. It was filth. Now, I said before and I say it again. Me, would not have stayed with her for the simple fact that I told y'all before, I don't do separation. Separation, you never do separation because that female is going to go out there and do all she want to do with these other men. And then when she get it out of her system, because, she wanted to do that anyway, she will try to come back, well, let's work it out. No. I don't want you. I don't want you because, fellas, I always try to teach you, if a woman do that, she's tainted. Listen, if I'm married to you and you are my wife, okay? And if you go lay down another man, I can't fool with you at that point. It's just a man in me. I can't do it. So just, if you want to go your own way, do your thing. You do it. And like I said, let me get over my heartbreak with it and all that. And I lick my wounds because it's going to hurt. But hey, time will heal those wounds. It will. But I don't do separation. And that was Will's biggest mistake, was doing this separation with her. Instead of saying, look, you want to go your way, you come up there on Red Table Talk saying I'm not fulfilling your needs. Hey, you know what? If I'm not fulfilling your needs, or I'm not doing this and doing that after all these years, it's not always the Will. It wasn't always him. It was something with her, because let's call it what it is. I would have had an issue with her and probably would not have been with her very long if she kept mentioning Tupac. And every time someone mentions Tupac, she gets emotional about it. Tupac has been dead and gone for a long time. This female still got some emotion attached to Tupac. I wouldn't. No, I'm not sharing your heart with even a dead man. I'm not doing it. What is it with you and this guy that's not here? Listen, you need to go on with your life, because obviously that's who you really wanted to be with. You really wanted to be with Tupac. You wanted to marry Tupac, but it just didn't happen. So if you sit up getting married to Will, no, that's a major problem. Like I said, I wouldn't have put up with that. See, you talk about this slap that went on. It wouldn't have been a slap, because she did this mess. It would have been a conversation at that point. But I'm me, and he's Will Smith. Two totally different things. So if he still wanted to be with her, even after all of that, and that's what he chose to do, then that's his choice. I wouldn't have did it, but that's his choice. Now, let's get to the part that I knew people online, and I specifically said more single men will call him a simp. I knew that. I knew it. Now, I talk about simps all the time. And simps are single men. They're not married men. And I get to married men here, what you can say about married men, but let's talk about that. Simping is men that's out here cupcaking for females, giving them money for any little thing. Oh, pay for my nails, pay for my food, pay for this, pay for that. And you ain't got no relationship, you got no attachment to her, but you sit up there paying just in hopes that you could be with her. That's one form of simping. You sitting up here staying in this friend zone deal, and you feel your strategy, if you stay in the friend zone and be her little girlfriend, you know what I'm saying, but you secretly want to sleep with her, and you'll sit up here and go against all kind of dudes and against guy code to try to be around a female. That's another form of simping right there. You sitting up there, cock blocking dudes, and they trying to holler at certain, females, or, you know what I'm saying? That's another form of simping, but you don't have no relationship, and women don't really want to be involved with a simp. They really don't. So simps are kind of what you would say game goofy. They are. And usually the women that they got their eye on usually won't be with them. Now, they come into some money, that simp, she will be with him. Now, her behavior won't change, though, even though she got with a dude that she know was a particular simp. Now, doing for your woman that you're investing in, you married now. How is doing for your woman a simp? How is protecting your woman being a simp? So you're supposed to let any old man do or say what he wants to your woman, and that's what you're supposed to do? Like, if married men supposed to just allow that to happen, then, like I said, y'all screwed up in your head. Really screwed up in your head. Okay, same thing with your child. I mean, if you have a daughter or whatever, are you simping if you go defend your daughter? Or are you simping if you just defend your wife, right? Now, with Will's situation, even though I wouldn't be with Jada, he wouldn't be a conversation. That's what he chose. So he still want to be husband, right? That's that situation. Now, married men can be ran over in a marriage. They can. Used to call that him being whipped. Like, he has no backbone. He has no say so. She run and control him in a marriage. That's usually what somebody say, that dude's whipped, man. Man, that he whipped. Okay? That's what I would say about a married dude. But simping, if he do for his wife or he protect his wife, that's not simping, bro. You don't know what the hell you talking about. And any married dude that want to come to, it came to my comments talking about, well, this person said this about it. And most of the people y'all telling me about aren't married. I'm talking about the ones that were just quoting names to me. They're not married. Of course they're going to say it's simping. Of course. I wouldn't expect no less from them to say it. Now, if they were in a marriage and everything, and long-term marriage, and even some of the criteria that's being used on women, a lot of women won't fit that criteria. A lot of them won't. And I'm going to tell you, even if they do fit the criteria, life is going to hit them as well. So they probably can't get married either. They can't. Because if you know women, like I know them, Sure, you can meet a woman and she's all like y'all talk about, y'all want women 9s and 10s and all that. Okay. But that woman's going to get older one day. That's going to happen. I mean, well, unless you want to cycle out your woman every 10 years and you say you only want a 9 and 10, I guess. You talking about women staying in shape. Well, I mean, they could be a gym rat, but what if they get pregnant? That happens. Sometimes women gain weight. Sure, they can lose the weight. What about if she's dealing with kids all day? She's not going to be looking the way she looked, before she had that kid. Not say she's not pretty anymore. I'm not saying that. But she's going to be a mom now. And the way you dudes talk, you don't want her to work. You don't want her to have a career. You want her to be in the homes taking care of the kids. If she in the house taking care of the kids all day the way y'all want it and what y'all talk about, right, in your videos. I'm just saying, she's going to be a housewife. She ain't gonna have time. She ain't gonna have time to do all what y'all think she should do. And you want her to be in your program, like y'all. I don't think but because a lot of you guys haven't experienced some of that, it's easy to have this fantasy online. But this is why I say it. Some conversations you should probably listen to some married content creators. I'm talking about the brothers who are married and have lived that life and kind of seen what that entails versus people who aren't living that life. And there's nothing wrong with taking advice from people who aren't living that life. I'm not saying that is wrong, but I'm just saying there's certain conversations and certain practical realities to understand. So how he responded, I understood it. I understood why he did it. I understood it. Now, if it were me, let's say if it were me, and I knew Chris Rock personally, my wife probably would have told me, holler at him behind stage. Don't do that. Not because I don't want you to mess off your money. What you about to do? You gonna cause more of a problem. That's what my wife probably would have said. And then it been my choice to do something. But Jada, because she's been used to dealing with Pookie and Ray Ray, made him just go basically run up and go do something. Now, he could have just went on stage and hollered at Chris and say, bro, that joke wasn't good, bro. Like I said, my wife don't like that XYZ. He could have chewed him out. That probably would have been talked about, but it probably wouldn't been as blew up as this. But like I said, I understand it. Like I said before, I understand it. I get it. If he felt that's what he had to do, but it is what it is. I still stand by what I said before. If he felt that way and he felt his wife was disrespected, he did what he had to do. But at the end of the day, Will Smith, it was his choice, and we'll be debating his choice probably for a little while. But y'all let me know in the comments y'all think about the situation when Will's mom said that, that's the first time she ever seen him just rage out because, mom know you. So I'm pretty sure she was shocked.